I have no idea why I've resorted to standing again in my videos. That will likely change soon. But hey, we're standing and we're here. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you caught my last video because that's right, I am debt free because I paid off my car early and it feels amazing. I said in that video there is no shoe that could give me this feeling of freedom of no longer having a payment, and I 1000% stand by that. So you can be sure to check that video out. And I could have gone and bought, brick after brick after brick after brick after brick, full pun intended, on StockX, but instead I simply made a different decision for me. Present me, future me, I think all of the me's will appreciate the decision I've made. But I actually just wanted to come and share as I'm really in that spring cleaning spirit. Now, I've already been here, okay? I got rid of, 98 pairs in 2024, and in 2025, got rid of more pairs, and I have now just put all of my sneakers. Do you remember that project where I was like, hey, here's your assignment. If you had to list all of your pairs, like all of your sneakers out, and then you had to make a cutoff at 150, 175, could you do that, and how would that help you? I did that, and now it's actually on an Excel sheet because, well, that's what probably happens when you like data and you want to visualize it because you want to see it. So all of my sneakers are actually now in an Excel file. It's a little bit easier to work with so that I can actually see all the pairs that I have a totally different column for the pairs that I'm contemplating getting rid of, and then I can just have an accurate count that is always updating as I'm just moving pairs out of the closet and into a different area for me to either sell or donate or gift. That's usually what happens. That's what I've done over the past 2 years, continuing to do that. And, I started to come to some realizations even more, and I'm happy when you all share that either you feel the same, you're on the same page, or it actually awakens something in you, because like myself and like so many others, you've collected for so many years, which means the pairs start to pile up. And it may just be a style change that you've gone through, or it may be, lifestyle realization that you don't have as much of an opportunity to wear these shoes that consistently, and where it justifies you keeping as many as you own. I've been there. I'm there, right? So for today's little gem that hopefully you do better than me, and this is especially for, I think, anyone coming into sneakers right now in 2026, because quite often we think about how long we've been in this passion, and it's been since we were really, really young. But there are individuals just now coming into this, for the very first time. And I would say they've actually perfectly timed it to be able to get quite a few things that they would like or that serve their personal interest and style, and really just, really turns heads for them. They're in a great time right now. I can't say if they got in 2020 that would have been the case, because their interest may have been peaked, but what were you actually able to get your hands on there? Any and everything flew off of shelves, and now it's kind of an anomaly when things sell out, and then when they do, it can be really confusing to sneakerheads. I made that video in relation to the Vans. Yeah, apparently Satoshi has a lot of sneakerheads just trying to figure out why did that sell out for crazy amounts right now on StockX, and then why was the band one low just kind of sitting there. Hey, times change, things change, and this is where we are in 2026. But for people coming in, it's not uncommon for them to comment or reach out. Somebody they know within sneakers, or has a long-standing passion for it, and they're like, hey, what would you advise? I'm just getting into this, just getting started. Let me caution you, okay? Not that to not get into it, because having something that really does, it just really excites you when it comes to design, and if there is innovation in the tech, or it takes you back to a certain moment or an era in time, that's all beautiful and it's amazing. But let me warn you, okay? If you end up falling in love with a silhouette, you love everything about it, the design, the comfort, possibly the price point too at retail, because it could be, first off, anything that is less than, the 180, the 190, 200, but hell, every retro is now 220, it seems. Anything that's below that, you're already moving up the value rank for me. You're already doing that, because who the hell wants to pay that consistently, okay? If it does all of these things for you, just beware to not get caught up in chasing every colorway because it's doing it for you. Because one, I won't lie, you just end up, it's just recency bias of you just liking the silhouette, so you just start buying. You do. It happens. Human behavior. It happens. And then down the line, it can be you either evolve in terms of the models that are really doing it for you, and you don't reach for the one you thought you were going to a whole lot. And now, you have the burden on your plate to decide what do you want to do with that shoe. And one thing I want to, it's an attempt, all right, in 2026 and moving beyond. One thing I actually want to attempt myself when it comes to either clothing or shoes is think, and I saw this in a video recently. Do you see yourself, or is there a possibility a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, you'll get rid of this item? Like you'll end up, donating, trying to just sell it just to get it gone. If there's even an inkling of a thought about that, maybe just hesitate a tad bit, right? And we don't know the future, so I wouldn't have known I would be so comfortable with downsizing as much as I am. I wouldn't have known that, quite frankly, so many pairs that come out, like I don't care. Going into the sneakers app, figuring out where do I go, this raffle, that raffle, like no, it just doesn't even cross my mind a whole lot. Like knowing the shoes that are coming out, cool, but like the chase to just go and have the desire to like, I need to go consume and buy these shoes, no. And I'm really happy that I am here. But the 9060 was that for me, right? So one, I was blessed with the pair that actually kicked off the 9060 for New Balance, and that's right, it was the Joe Freshgoods collaboration with Insight Voices, and I think the Penny Cookie Pink is just one of the best colorways, period, that he's ever done. But then also, I think one of the best colorways for the 9060 just overall as a model. So this was the debut. This really kicked off this shoe being introduced into the marketplace, and it's also quite funny because like that he's not really a fan of this, but that kicked it off, and we had so many other colorways. It really did become the shoe. Like, listen, my nieces and nephews, their generation in Gen Z, they are very much so into the 9060. I know the 9060 is polarizing. People into sneakers either love it or they hate it. For some, they really only see it as a New Balance that casuals love, that real sneakerheads or real people into New Balance don't really care for the shoe. I don't subscribe to that. You like what you like. If you like the model, please wear the model. You could have been someone collecting New Balance since forever ago. If the model speaks to you, please just wear and enjoy the model, okay? Like, again, this is not getting dressed by committee. Do what works for you. I like the model. Once I got that in, though, listen, I went and got the gray pair, right? And I'm pretty sure you guys saw the workwear, sea salt, and there's like actually two different sea salts. And then I'll never forget this particular short. I didn't know why it blew up. This was a short where I'm just like, hey, I'm showing all three, 9060s in a video, and I'm like, which one would you choose, or how would you rank them? Shorts are an anomaly of like how they blow up on my channel, or the ones that really take off and don't. I didn't expect this one to take off, and then I had the comments from men. There's a reason that I have to, there's definitely a reason for a request folder in YouTube to approve comments, because my goodness, men will remind you every time that like a lot of you are not lonely enough with the way in which you interact with people online. So yeah, this was one that blew up, the 9061 blew up, and now, being honest with myself as I'm getting rid of things, though, I don't wear it enough. I don't wear the model enough. And maybe it's because the 991 V2, maybe it's because it is like that, I think it's just a really mature model design. Does that make sense? So I have the 991 V2, but I do also have the, 2002R and the 992. That's also up here. So with those models in hand, it did push the 9060 to the back burner quite a bit. And I made the decision to just start to let go of them, because again, when you race out just because you really like something, it is so easy to get caught up. I've done that with Ultra Boost too. Been getting rid of those, posting them, selling them, donating them, getting rid of those as well. There's so much. I posted like 20 some items this weekend, okay, when I'm filming this. So still have the Penny Cookie Pink, and I kept the gray pair for right now, but workwear, gifted that to my niece. Sea salt, that's for sale on my Instagram, or on my my Poshmark. So that would be the one thing I caution you. If you are just getting into this, just pace yourself. And don't fall into that, I love the model, so let me just get all the colorways. No, because you're not going to wear all the colorways. You think you will, and you probably won't. And now you have the task of figuring out what to do with it, especially if you want space. And then you're like me, spending so much of your weekend uploading things to be able to sell. But also, I don't have a whole lot of patience, so I'll just end up giving these things away within like a very short amount of time. That's really how it goes and works, okay? But, like, damn, this video wasn't necessarily as short as I wanted it to be, and I am tired, and I definitely need to go just relax. But hopefully you guys also appreciate. So I have a fit on. This is a Joe Fresh Goods tee. I absolutely love it. It says a friend named cousin, and yeah, I was from Paris. Pair this with the Penny Cookie Pink, and then these, like, these pants, which they really go so well with so many things, and my cropped olive quilted lightweight bomber jacket I think brings it all in. And I threw on this Warriors hat. This is the one that I distressed the brim, so I chopped the brim off and then distressed it because it has olive in there, and I just love the way everything came together. So you can be sure to go ahead and comment your thoughts, not only on the fit, but then, like, is this a gem? Is this a little bit of advice that you would give to someone like just getting into sneakers too? And if so, what's something else that you would add in there maybe that would save them in the future? Because we don't, there's certainly an evolution that you go through within sneakers, because, and I only know this because so many of you have shared, like, it's not that crazy that I'm getting rid of a lot of pairs. It's not that crazy that I don't want to just continue to add more and more and more, that I'm more content with what I already have. So with that being the case, I think you guys have some good advice that you could offer someone. Please be sure to share that in the comment section. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.